Okay, folks, welcome back once again for the third time today. For the third time. Excellent stuff. Well, we got Dozed and Confused completed here. The Dozer, well, we still have to clear coat it. It's done other than that. She's done. And I have space for two other vehicles. So once we're done with this, we're done. All right, here's the grader. The degrading vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and do the metal on it first to put the metal on this cannon and anything else, the ladder. And then we'll roll into doing the drippings and black lighting and stuff like that. It shouldn't take long. And then we'll call it a night. Yeah, I really like these aftermarket tracks. They're really nice. And this front wheel is like perfect. I ended up stealing it from a vehicle that I needed it for. So I had to buy the vehicle again. So these two wheels cost $1.18. However, we got another Hulk that we can scrap. So all right. Iron Warriors. Let's begin with Iron Warriors. Are these the super readers? They are. Okay. Back to the work week again tomorrow. Yay! Short week. But now, on this particular vehicle, if it has a ladder like this, it would probably be painted the same color as the body of this vehicle. However, if I do something like that, you can't see it at a distance. It's just all going to blend together. So, for the sake of being able to notice it, and paint this ladder like that. Have a little shock there that's showing. And this long weapon, whatever it might end up being. Like I said, it looks like a shotgun. Now, this is a fantasy game, so it really can be anything. As long as it fires 3d6, right? Has double range and fires 3d6. You can call it whatever the hell you want. Doesn't really matter what you call it. And I think that's everything that is going to be in this color. So we're going to put this away. Go up to Ironbreaker, which is a little brighter metal. I don't really like these containers that these are in. They're much better in the bottles, in the eyedropper style bottles. And several years ago, I read about how somebody transferred all of them into, they got extra eyedropper bottles and they transferred them over. I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. Well, it sounded like a good idea. The problem is in doing so, in order to get all this paint out, I mean, this paint's relatively thick. So, the guy is like, yeah, you got to use thinner and use this amount of thinner and whatever. So basically what it did is it took this paint, and which is good paint. It's just that this bottle is just like, it just has a problem sealing, you know. Um, but the paint is good. The paint's actually really good. That's why I continue using it. But he thinned it down to be able to pour it out and not waste any of it. In doing so, the paint, when it goes to the other bottle, ends up being very watery. So every time you shake it, you make a mess everywhere. So that part didn't work out so well. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. But I really like their metals. I mean, they're not as good as the first ones, but they're pretty good. That's all the metal stuff that we're going to put on there. Let's get the drippings out here. I got something in my throat. Let's do the black lining first. So that's dark tone. We have a little bit of water still here from a couple hours ago. And a little dark tone. Some people would think, man, this is really time consuming. And it kind of is, but you get to enjoy all the nooks and crannies of the vehicle because you have to run your brush across all of them. Well, you don't have to. I choose to. Making all those details pop. And then after we're done with this, we got free reign to do the clowns. Obviously not tonight, but Okay, that pops out nicely. Now, just like the bulldozer is a monster truck type, like in the game, it behaves just like a monster truck. You know, it looks like a bulldozer. It behaves like a monster truck. This will behave like an ambulance. Even though this looks nothing like an ambulance, a tracked ambulance. I mean, this looks faster than that, so it is. You know, this can get up to gear 4. With a handling of 3. This ambulance is normally a 5.2. There's a gear 4 with a handling of 3. And this one is a handling of 4 with a gearing of 3. Just the way it's presented in the game. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side before I come back and do that. It's relatively early. I might actually try to watch that Mad Max movie that I have not seen. See if it gives me some inspiration. It probably won't. So my goal should be finish up these clown cars this year, before the end of the year. Totally achievable, especially since we've laid them out. And they've already been washed. So, you know, there's all the drying time stuff is like done for the most part. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to film this stuff over the next couple of weeks, other than in the mornings. So it's probably going to be early morning shows. I got 2 sets of people that are going to be staying at the house between tomorrow and the new year. So however many days that is, we're going to have guests in the house. So I don't think we're going to be able to do filming other than when the guests are asleep. So we'll still be able to do the morning stuff. This long laser cannon really is like a long-barreled shotgun of unusual size. It's only useful on like a couple different vehicle mounts. And this, when I saw how long the nose on this thing was, I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This is one of the ones that we can use that for. You can see the difference in the color of the yellow that's on here as opposed to on the body. It's more like a big bird yellow as opposed to this construction yellow. But it's really similar to the color of the tail, which is the color it originally came in. This is the tail, for whatever reason, was a different color yellow than the rest of the body, even though both of them are plastic. And this is this actual piece of, I looked at it, I was going to shave that off, and I'm like, no, I think that's not flash. I think it's supposed to be like a strut or something like that, holding it up on the side of it. So we're going to leave that on there. I'm going to put that little black line across that, separating the blade. Little details like that are cool and make things stand out. And like I've said before, I actually like this step a lot. Back here to the back. I think that looks pretty damn good. That's just the black lining. Yeah, maybe up here too. This brush is really kicking ass. Let me guess, it's a 10-0 liner. Nope, I didn't need to tell you what it is. It's a cheapy brush. That's why the size of it, all it came as one of those Langnickel and something in Langnickel. I forget what the hell it is. They have them over there at Hobby Lobby. I guess it's their premium brand. All right, let's mix up some browns. Yeah, this is a light tone. This is probably the thickest one. It's almost honey-like. Light tone, soft tone, and mid-brown. This light tone is the one I like the most. It's the one that's probably the most orange. this is definitely going to have some rustification on it. You kind of need the black and have it all in all the joints there. So if you come in and you put a color that looks a little bit rustier, you don't have to worry about with that rusty color of making it look, of darkening it. Just need to add like the rusty properties to that color. Let's get a little bit of the black here. There's some drippings that come off of here, and they come off onto the blade as well. You know, I've been inside the house all day long. And I can't imagine going to bed without showering. I just got to do that every day. I don't even go outside, you know. Got to shower at least once every day. So when I'm done here, I think that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go shower, and then we'll probably watch some television. Maybe, until I get bored with it. Kind of hard to get excited about watching television when you're sitting here and you're making things happen. Yeah, we're making things happen here, not just watching what somebody else made. Okay, I think this thing's done. So now I got a pair of them. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Assuming somebody did. Okay. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.